What's up? What's up? What's up, my Mind Your Money business folks? It's me yet again with another video on today's stock market news. As always, I hope that you're in the market and not trying to time the market. So, what happened today? It says the S&P 500 wipes out Trump tariff losses, marks longest winning streak in 20 years as trade war cools. That's a good thing, right? So it says here, U.S. stocks jumped on Friday with the S&P 500 notching its longest winning streak since November of 2004 as a solid job report and possible thawing in U.S.-China trade tensions boosted spirits on Wall Street. So the S&P 500 added nearly 1.5% to climb above its closing level on April 2nd when President Trump announced a sweeping tariff plan on what he called Liberation Day. So the Dow Jones Industrial Average moved up 1.4%, notching a ninth winning day in a row. Meanwhile, the tech-heavy NASDAQ Composite climbed roughly 1.5%. So stocks moved higher on Friday after the monthly U.S. jobs report came in better than expected, indicating labor resiliency despite a stock market shock in April over tariff uncertainty. So the U.S. economy added 177,000 non-farm payrolls in April, more than the 138,000 expected by economists. So the unemployment rate held steady at 4.2%. So early on Friday, China said it is evaluating U.S. officials' recent overtures on trade talks to assess how serious Trump administration is about a shift in policy stance. As Commerce Ministry said, the door is open if the U.S. agrees to pull back on reciprocal tariff, paving the way to starting formal negotiations. That's a good thing. So maybe this was the plan for President Trump to get their attention so they can revamp things, right? So the comments helped ease worries that tariffs will stoke an economic slowdown brought into focus by Apple and Amazon earnings report late Wednesday. So Apple warned of a $900 million tariff headwind this quarter and cut its share buyback program by $10 billion, sending its stock lower in early trading despite its quarterly earnings beat. Meanwhile, Amazon shares were little changed after the e-commerce giants beat earnings estimates but issued disappointing guidance that pointed to tariff and trade policy as factors. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. You know, the market did good today, people. Short and sweet, right? Not too lengthy. So let's go into some stocks. So it looks like Tesla earned $6.69 today, closing out at $287.21. Palantir gained a whopping $8.08 today, closing out at $124.28. My S&P 500 ETF, SPLG, gained 95 cents today, which is great, closing out at $66.64. My information technology ETF, FTEC, gained $2.22, which is great, closing out at $168.70. Broadcom is a semiconductor stock. It gained $6.31 today, closing out at $203.64. Nvidia gained $2.89 today, closing out at $114.50. And that's it, people. Closing out for the weekend, closing out for the week. Being in the stock market, did great yesterday. Today, nothing but green in my portfolio again, which is a great thing. Again, you have to be in the market. You can't time the market. Some of these stocks were down more than $20, and they gain that $20 back within a month. And had you invested a month ago, you would have a $20, $10, $15 gain on those stocks if you had invested. So we'll see how things go. I mean, it's a stock market, it's a gamble. That's why you have to be smart about what you're investing in. If you're not savvy and if you're not doing your research on individual stocks or these mutual funds or ETFs, consult with a financial advisor and have them do that, the investing on your behalf. But you still can learn from them. Learn, right? Think. So as always, lower your debt to income ratio, people. Get out of debt. Get out of student loan debt, car loan debt, credit card debt, personal loan debt. Get out of debt. And if you have a mortgage, then steamroll or snowball all that money you were paying towards those debts into your mortgage. Also make sure that you set up your kids' college fund if you have kids. Also put away 3 to 6 months of your living expenses, because emergencies will happen in life. The hot water heater will go out. Something will go wrong with the car. You may have to go to the hospital, and you can pay for these things in cash, right, from your emergency fund. And then because you're now budgeting, the budgeting is what helped you get out of debt, right? And so you can budget the money that was spent on that emergency back into your emergency fund, and you can continue on as normal. Continue to pay off that mortgage if you have one. After you pay off your mortgage, you can do whatever you want to do with your money. You can invest more money. You can give away more money. You can be charitable. It's your money. Why work so hard for something and not have control over it? Why work so hard and you have more money going out than you do coming in? Why? So take control over your money, and you do that by having a budget. You have to be disciplined. You have to want to get out of the situation that you're in, and then it'll all happen. It takes work. It's not easy. It's not easy. Trust me, it's not easy. It takes a lot of discipline. It takes a lot of work. But like anything, repetition, you get used to it, and then it becomes like second nature to you. It's not a big deal. All right, so I'm going to end this video. I'm about to go exercise a little bit. So you guys have a great weekend. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Let me know what you think. If you think anything at all. And again, be advised, I'm not a financial advisor. So any and all information on my channel is for entertainment purposes only. So please consult with a financial advisor before you invest any of your money. All right, so you guys have a blessed day. Peace.